The Haystack Cricket, and how things are different up in the moon towns. There is an old man with wrinkles like wrinkled leather on his face, living among the cornfields on the rolling prairie near the Shampoo River. His name is John Jack Johannes Hummadummaduffer. His cronies and all the people who know him call him Feedbox. His daughter is a cornfield girl with hair shining the way corn silk shines when the corn is ripe in the fall time. The tassels of corn silk hang down and blow in the wind with a rusty dark gold, and they seem to get mixed with her hair. Her name is Eva Evelyn Evangeline Hummadummaduffer, and her chums and the people who know her call her Sky Blue. The 11th month, November, comes every year to the corn belt on that rolling prairie. The wagons bring the corn from the fields in the harvest days, and the cracks in the corn cribs shine with the yellow and gold of the corn. The harvest moon comes too. They say it stacks sheaves of the November gold moonshine into gold corn shocks on the sky. So they say. On those mornings in November, that time of the year, the old man they call Feedbox sits where the sun shines against the boards of a corn crib. The girl they call Sky Blue, even though her name is Eva Evelyn Evangeline Hummadummaduffer, she comes along one November morning. Her father is sitting in the sun with his back against a corn crib. And he tells her he always sits there every year listening to the mice in the cornfields getting ready to move into the big farmhouse. Feedbox says to Sky Blue, when the frost comes and the corn is husked and put in the corn cribs, the fields are cleaned and the cold nights come. Papa Mouse and Mama Mouse tell the little ones it is time to sneak into the cellar and the garret and the attic of the farmhouse. I'm listening, said Sky Blue, and I can hear the Papa Mouse and the Mama Mouse telling the little ones how they will find rags and paper and wool and splinters and shavings and hair, and they will make warm nests for the winter in the big farmhouse. If no kits, cats, nor kitty cats get them. The old man Feedbox rubbed his back and his shoulders against the boards of the corn crib and washed his hands almost as if he might be washing them in the gold of the autumn sunshine. Then he told this happening. This time of the year when the mouse in the fields whispers so I can hear him, I remember one November when I was a boy. One night in November when the harvest moon was shining and stacking gold corn shocks in the sky, I got lost. Instead of going home, I was going away from home. And the next day and the next night, instead of going home, I was going away from home. That second night I came to a haystack where a yellow and gold cricket was singing. And he was singing the same song the crickets sing in the haystacks back home where the Hummadummaduffers raise hay and corn in the corn belt near the Shampoo River. And he told me, this cricket did. He told me when he listened soft, if everything was still in the grass and the sky, he could hear golden crickets singing in the corn shocks the harvest moon had stacked in the sky. I went to sleep listening to the singing of the yellow and gold crickets in that haystack. It was early in the morning, long before daylight, I guess. The two of us went on a trip away from the haystack. We took a trip. The yellow and gold cricket led the way. He said to me in a singing whisper, "It is the call of the harvest moon. We are going up to the moon towns, where the harvest moon stacks the corn shocks on the sky." we came into a little valley in the sky, and the harvest moon had slipped 3 little towns into that valley. 3 little towns named Half Moon, Baby Moon, and Silver Moon. In the town of Half Moon, they look out of the doors and come in at the windows. So they have taken all the doorbells off the doors and put them on the windows. Whenever we rang a doorbell, we went to a window. In the town of Baby Moon, they had windows on the chimneys so the smoke can look out of the window and see the weather before it comes out over the top of the chimney. And whenever the chimneys get tired of being stuck up on the top of the roof, the chimneys climb down and dance in the cellar. We saw 5 chimneys climb down and join hands and bump heads and dance a laughing chimney dance. In the town of Silver Moon, the cellars are not satisfied. They say to each other, "We are tired of being under, always under." So the cellars slip out from being under, always under. They slip out and climb up on top of the roof. And that was all we saw up among the moon towns of Half Moon, Baby Moon, and Silver Moon. We had to get back to the haystack so as to get up in the morning after our night's sleep. And the old man Feedbox said to his daughter Sky Blue, "This time of the year I always remember that November." Sky Blue said, "I am going to swim November just to see if a yellow and gold cricket will come with a singing to where the doorbells are on the windows and the chimneys climb down and dance." The old man murmured, "Well, don't forget the cellars, tired of being on